Welcome to Off the Hook Outdoors. I'm Ted, your host, and today I'm very excited to announce that this is a new series on my YouTube channel. It's the bait making series featuring itMolds, so I hope you enjoy the video. So before I start making the baits, there's a few safety steps that I'd like to go over with you guys. The first one is long sleeves. You definitely want to have long sleeves when you're making the baits because the plastisol gets well over 300 degrees, and if you splash it on your skin, it's going to burn you. The second part of that safety features are gloves. You're definitely going to want to have a pair of gloves. I usually use my left glove more than my right because I handle the plastic in the measuring cup with my left hand and my injector with my right. I hold the injector and I push down with my right, so I like to have my right hand free. That's totally up to you, whatever you feel comfortable doing. I recommend wearing both gloves. Another feature is safety glasses. I usually use a pair of sunglasses or clear glasses just to keep your eyes from splashing. The plastisol gets in your eyes and it's that hot, it's definitely going to injure your eyes, and you don't want to do that. You only have two of them. Another really key feature in safety is having some airflow. So you're definitely going to want a fan. This fan is just a high-low fan, small window fan that I have. Now, some people will put it in the window and blow it towards them to keep the air moving around them. I like to put it in the window and suck the fumes outside. So I put this in, close the window, turn the fan on, and it blows all the fumes outside because I don't want it blowing all my glitter and materials around in my bait lab. So I figured that was a good couple good key points to point out to you guys so you know what you need at least when you first start out making baits. So in today's video, I am going to make the 5-inch Yama Senko stick bait from itMolds. I have two molds here, and I also have a vise. I wanted to show you guys the vise here. That's my little vise that I put both of the molds in here, and it keeps them tight, so it avoids like flashing and things like that on there. So I'm gonna pour up some plastic, and then I'm gonna mix some colors. I'm gonna do black and blue flake today. That's my favorite color. This is my favorite bait, so I wanted to do the inaugural bait making series video with my favorite bait. So stay tuned. All right, so I poured 1 cup of the worm blend of the soft plastic, and I'm gonna put it in the microwave. And I'm going to put it on about 3 minutes, and we will be back after the 3 minutes is up, guys. Okay, so the 3 minutes is up, guys. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to stir it around. You guys can see the plastic. There's some air bubbles on the top of this. You don't want the air bubbles in your plastic, but they'll definitely go away. They'll dissipate after a while. So, but I'm just going to mix this up, and I'm going to throw it back in the microwave again because it doesn't seem like it's ready yet. And let's put this back in for another 45 seconds. Alright guys, so we're going to take this out, take the plastic out, and you can see it's really hot, and it's just about ready, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stir this up, and I'm going to add the color to it, and I'll show you how the color is. See how the bubbles will go away. They'll come back a little bit once you add colors and things like that. We're using the black, so I'm shaking up the black here, and we're going to add a few drops of the black to it. We're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to add the 5 drops of black. We're going to mix that around. Move that over a little bit. So we're going to mix that around there. It's more of a smoke right now. You can see that. You could always test it on the knife. I use a butter knife, guys. So we're going to add some more black to that. Probably add Let's see. One big drop. Two big drops to that. And that should be about where we want it. Alright, so we want that to be, you can see the black on the butter knife. That's about the color that I want right there. So we're going to take that, we're going to add some blue flake to this. So what I'm going to do is take this and I'm going to take a 1/4 teaspoon of the blue and we're going to just add it to the black here. 1, 2, we want about a 1/2 teaspoon into this 1 cup of plastic. Okay, so once we do that, we're going to mix in the glitter here. I like to just mess with it a little bit and get it all mixed in there really nice. You don't want to slosh this plastic around. You want to sort of mix it smoothly so it doesn't create air bubbles in there. But that's sort of where we want to get it at right there. See the glitter in there? So, and I am going to put this in for about another 25 seconds. I like to do that right before I shoot it in the mold here. So we'll get the mold set up. I'll put this plastic in the microwave and we'll be ready to shoot our first set of baits here. Okay guys, so before I set these mold ups in the clamp, what I like to do is I like to take a little bit of worm oil and I like to brush some worm oil in the mold cavities here. Not much, just enough to coat the sprue here and the actual bait itself. And I do both sides. I just take a little dip of the worm oil and I put it in both sides or all 4 cavities, and then I just wipe it up and down the sprue there. And that one's ready. And then my other one, we open it up, put some worm oil in the cavity and up on the sprue, and then we do the same with the other half of the mold. So we'll be right back. These will be in the mold and we'll be ready to shoot. Okay, so we've got our plastic all mixed up and ready to go here. So what I'm going to do is take the injector that I have right here. We're going to take a full injector here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to reach over the camera and do this. So I take a full injector, I put it in with constant pressure straight down till you can't push anymore, and you just want constant pressure on the mold for about, I usually do it for about 10 seconds. And then I remove, and then I go to the next mold and I push the rest of the plastisol until till it stops. Push down with constant pressure. Then you pull up and you can fill the sprues up. You want to fill the sprues up with plastic so no air and no denting occurs in your baits. And that's it guys. So we'll wait till these cure. Usually I wait 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll take them out of the mold. Alright guys, well we waited about 3 minutes. Now what I do is I take them out of the vise and we open them up and they come out really nice and easy and they look really good. So what I do is I also just lay them here on the towel and I'll open the other one up. See how that looked? That looks good also. You can see them right there guys. The black and blue flake. They look really good. I'll lay them here. And then I will show you what I do after this. Okay guys, so they're on the sprue right here. Normally you can rip these off, but what I like to do is I like to take the scissors and I like to cut them evenly across the front of them. And I like to do that because I like to have a nice even place where the hook can go through. So I like to cut them off, and then this sprue will be reused later. And then what I do is I just lay them on the rack here. It's just basically a towel. I just lay them up there and let them cure for about 24 hours, and then tomorrow I can package the baits. And here's the other set here guys, the black and blue flake. And I just take the scissors and cut them off at the sprue. You don't have to do this, you can rip them off. It's just I prefer to cut them evenly straight across, put the sprue to the side, and then just lay these down and let them just cure. So we'll be right back guys. Okay, so after I'm done with the sprues, I cut the sprues up in smaller pieces and I put them back in the plastic, and then I put them back in the microwave for about another minute to get them back to liquid form again, and then we will shoot another round of baits. Put that in. We'll put it on for a minute, and we will let that go. All right, we got another 3 seconds left here. Okay. So then we open up the microwave. You see it's very hot here. We're gonna mix all the plastic back up again, which everything is melted the way we want it. So I'm gonna just get it all well mixed so the glitter and everything is all good. And then I will get the injector, take a full injector full of the plastisol, take it over to my mold, push down till it stops at constant pressure. Usually count to about 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And move over to the next mold. Inject that plastisol into there. Hold it down for a few seconds here, guys. And then we lift, and then we add the plastisol to the sprue so there's no air or denting in it. And then put the rest into the cup and let the injector cool down. And there you have it. So we're going to give it another 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll be back and I'll show you the second run of baits here. Okay, everybody, well, it's been about 3 minutes, so I got the molds. So I'm going to go ahead and open the molds up and I will show you guys. They look good. There's no denting or anything like that. Good color. So they look really good. Set them down. Grab the other mold. See how these turned out. Sometimes they don't turn out, guys. Sometimes you get dents or things like that. So it depends on how your mold is, how warm or cold your mold is. Can determine how your baits come out. I like to shoot. Usually the first run of baits I usually use that to warm it up. Some people use a hot plate to put their molds on the hot plate to keep them warm. I don't do that, or at least yet I don't. So let me show you here. I'm going to cut these sprues, and I just cut them straight off like this, just so you have a nice even place for your hook to go. That's just my preference. You don't have to do that. So then the sprue can be reused again, and then there is your baits. Okay, well, that's everything on how to make stick baits from itMolds. If you guys haven't checked out itMolds, all the information will be in the description of my video. Go to their website. They have everything you want to make baits, anything from like jigs, lead molds, and things like that. They have spinner baits, buzz baits, all kinds of different things. They have everything you need to start bait making. So please, if you haven't, check out itMolds. And once again, they are in the description of this video. All my bait making videos will feature itMolds in them. So if you do like my content, please, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel. We really do appreciate that. Make a comment in the video. Let me know how I can do things better, what you liked about the video, what you didn't like. Share us out. We really do appreciate that. So until next time, we will see ya. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, please hit that Off the Hook logo, and thank you for your support.